Приветствую вас, друзья, и добро пожаловать обратно в прохождение Vampyr. В прошлой серии мы, так сказать, разобрались с Шоном Хэмптоном, оставили его в живых. Его, оказывается, можно было обратить, но я не знаю как. Какая-то должна была быть подсказка, чтобы его обратить, но, видимо, мы ее не нашли, либо... Хотя это, возможно, кстати, то, что мы и испортили те подсказки Шона Хэмптона. Пропавший горожанин. Вот. В общем так. И мы прочитали письмо леди Эшбери. С нами хотят встретиться. И мы сейчас, кстати, к ней направимся. Но прежде я сейчас по-быстрому всех вылечу. И мы с вами отправимся на ее, так сказать, не поиски, а на ее задание. Так что буквально через несколько секунд мы к этому вернемся. Что ж, вот я и в принципе вылечил всех горожан, остался этот Мейсон Суонборо. И можно отправляться в особняк. Так, у нас тут вроде опасности я не вижу. Так что давай зайдем.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough. Is it you, Dr. Reid? Please come in. Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Так, пока я лечил, я к нему попробовал зайти. Мы за ним подглядели, он, будучи слепым, все равно пробегает в химии. Ну и в итоге мы зашли. Но дальше у меня записываться не хотело. Поэтому пришлось перезайти, и в итоге я его снова нашел. Капец, он спрятался. А потом вот сюда тупотишь. Так что давай тебя вылечим, поговорим с тобой.
What is the name of my nocturnal visitor? I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic. Dr. Reid? The eminent surgeon? My God! I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door. You flatter me, sir. No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
Ага, поэтому в прошлый раз... мы, наверное, в прошлый раз называли или не называли? Не помню. В общем, чувак, нужна твоя помощь.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough? I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why? I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours. Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see. Here it is. This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reid. Could it be of any use to you? No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
Мы обязательно отыщем остальные.
I found another page of the diary, Mr. Swan. This diary is still not complete. Really? I've heard of them. Very capable scientists. Perhaps the man who wrote this really found a cure. I would need more pages to figure it out, but it's as promising as it is intriguing.
У нас только две, пока еще осталось две.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days? I hear them hissing and scratching at my door every night. The sick made mad by the fever. But these walls are thick, and my lock is solid.
Это хорошо.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place? My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay. Do you not appreciate your sister's visits? Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me. And I believe she could say the same thing about me. Where does your sister go? Well, let's just say, she earns enough money for us both. What's so amusing about that? I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel. So, Mason, you are the creative one in the Swanborough business, are you not? Yes, I am. I am the one who invented and improved the family recipe. And you do it all by yourself? Blind and isolated in this laboratory? My eyes may be useless, but my brain is still sharp. Once a chemist, always a chemist. And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough? I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work. Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it. Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I envy you. Is your sister using you and your skills for her own profit? I've lost my sight, not my wits. Loretta couldn't manipulate me in a million years. Are you sure about that? You clearly depend on her. Let me be perfectly clear. I came up with the idea of the Swanborough cordial. Loretta needs me more than I need her.
Вот как.
Mason, why would you waste your skill and knowledge on crafting snake oil and fake drugs? But this is my only opportunity to continue practicing my art. By giving false hope to desperate people? They all see me as disabled and useless. I'm sick of their pity. To accept what has happened to us and what we have become is a difficult process. I'm sorry for what you've had to endure. You'll not get my respect through cheap compassion, Doctor. Speak to me like I'm a normal human being. That's all I ask.
Но хоть подсказку не потеряли.
Goodbye, Mr. Swan.
Так, мы тебя вылечили.
How do you see the world these days?
Вопрос с подвохом, да?
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Извините. Я просто изучаю твой дом.
It's locked.
Совсем немного. Что это у тебя?
Wandering in this part of town at night. You're either brave.
Вот как.
Or a fool.
Я разве тебе не дал лекарств? Забыл, наверное.
What can I do for you, Doc? Why does your sister feel so guilty about what happened to you? Because she knows I'll never forgive what she did to me. You run an illegal business with someone you hate? I don't hate my sister. She looks after me, we have a good time. But I'm just not ready to forgive her.
Что же она такого сделала?
You seem unwell, sir. Actually, Yes, thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough.
Так, ну все. Вроде вылечили всех. Угу.
Wandering in this
Отлично.
part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Так, давай отсюда выбираться. Отвали.
This is now my domain, young Ekon.
Мне бы найти миссис Сонборо. Так, Клейтон. Кристина. Отец. Так, вроде, думаю, мы ее на выходе найдем. Кодаган. Дариус. Да, вот он.
Good evening.
Loretta, is your brother your accomplice, or are you just using him?
I would never take advantage of Mason's handicap. He is my brother. He is the person I cherish the most.
But if he's not careful, he could make a deadly mistake. You have to be aware of that.
He is blind, not stupid. He's always been the brains of the family, and the Swanborough cordial was his idea in the first place.
Он бесполезен.
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
Так что он сделал-то?
Don't you think he needs to be somewhere he can receive appropriate medical care?
Mason wants to be useful, can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion. And the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
Мгм.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
Well, as it is a placebo of sorts, perhaps it may have some positive effect.
See? You have to admit I'm doing some good. The Swanborough family is not poisoning anybody, Doctor.
How is the
When people buy guns instead of medication, it...
Goodbye.
Ну вот и все. Давай идти по основному заданию. Валим отсюда. Так, как отсюда выбраться? Понятно. Крюками. Так, у нас здесь открыто. Отлично. Так, давай обойдем. Да, кстати, Так, что я сделал? Я прокачал брехун. Я нашел хорошую рукоять. Осталось найти... Точнее, спусковой. Осталось найти еще один, купить. Рукоять, да. И тогда мы сможем улучшить и бич драконов. Потому что я встретил новых противников, новый вид. Пока бегал, лечил. И с них выпадает, кстати, хороший спусковой механизм.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Давай зайдем.
Dr. Reid, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
Так, мы друзья, да? Ну, давай расскажем ей правду.
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
Логично.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the ASCALON Club.
Да, все-таки нам интересно. Что это за клуб АСКАЛОН?
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
Will they fight the Guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Ой, да. Слабое это было оружие. Какое оно мощное. Попытки со второй, третий, мы его завалили. Не такой уж он и непобедимый. Так себе палач.
How many are there?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The ASCALON Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of ASCALON, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Чисто мужской клуб, что ли? Дискриминация.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Ну вот оно как. Тогда нафига встречаться?
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Союзники, но при этом не доверять. Классика.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Ну, на деле все просто.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as ASCALON material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the ASCALON Club.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the ASCALON Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Надо их устранить.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
Там частицу не пропустили. Он сказал, не собираюсь. Написали, что он собирается валить.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Мощные ребята.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan, like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Да, все сложно.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
Ну, симптомы и так не слишком обычные. Ладно.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
Говоришь, забежали? То есть по-быстрому превратил меня и свалил? Что-то нелогично.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal, but I swear I had nothing to do with it.
Ну да, она же не могущественный древний вампир.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to ASCALON, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
Неплохой совет.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the ASCALON Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No, I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
Всегда рядом. Это хорошо.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the ASCALON Club are honourable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Вот оно что. Возможно, она в нас влюблена. Может, я ошибаюсь, но налицо все признаки. Так, в стенд. Давай в убежище, наверное.
So, time to visit the ASCALON Club.
Надеюсь, по дороге я никого не встречу. Не хотелось бы. Сколько крови? Много, очень много крови.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Crush the leech, boys!
Обалдеть, какие они.
Have some of this! I'll put you! Attack! Die, beast! I hear you.
Отдай мне свою кровушку и сдохни. Ха-ха. Знай наших. Отлично, мы ему сможем сейчас улучшить бич драконов. Потрясающе. Так, убежище. Мы к нему двигались. Так, нам сюда.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Кто это такой неизвестный?
Are you from ASCALON?
А?
I don't care!
Что случилось? Ох ты ж. Лови. Смотри, какой сильный порог. Убьет. Иди нафиг. Лови. Обалдеть. Интересно, после того, как я в клуб схожу, они будут на меня нападать? Обалдеть. Давай. Лови.
This is my territory!
Так. Ой. Уйди от меня. Так, надо валить. Убежище. Я убежище. твою ж. Не, ну ты видел почти в 2 раза больше меня. Это вообще 29-й. Так, может, с ними справимся? Обалдеть. Иди нахуй. Обалдеть. Так, у нас хоть какая-нибудь сыворотка нет, здоровья больше, да? А боль мне не к тебе, мне убежище надо. Где-то тут. Так, где это убежище? Я где-то возле него вот хожу. Вообще не представляю, где оно. С той стороны хочешь сказать? Этого чувака боюсь с катаной.
You're mine. Steady, boys. We've got one of them here.
Теперь можно назад. И где-то тут убежище, да? А, наш особняк, серьезно. Привет.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan? I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
Ладно, с ним
Goodbye.
потом поболтаем. Про его, кстати, более. Да вроде нет. Так, ладно. Так, где наш рабочий стол? Ай, себя грабим. Так, погоди, это на улицу, да? Чел, где тут лестница наверх? Не в курсе? А, точно. А, вот и лестница наверх. Наверняка наш кабинет на самом верху. Ты, это, наверное, комната сестры. А вот это, видимо, наш. Отсали. Вот тут нормальная постелька. Так, столик. Сразу улучшаем. Да. Выносливость. Ой, урон. Урон. Уже 6 частей. Думаю, найдем. Ой, да пофиг. Если что, потом переделаем. Оу, можно даже так. Гиппократа максимально улучшили. Так, делаем это. И это. Еще будем менять. Так, вроде все живы, давай сохранимся. Так, у нас 9000, да? Предлагаю улучшить вот это. Далее. Здоровье. Будем танком. Я не знаю, будем ли прокачивать все способности. Давай запас крови продлим. Чтобы больше способностей использовать. Выносливость обязательно. Так, у нас еще 1500 осталось. 7-й и 8-й. Давай это. Да, вот это нам надо. Ну и в принципе все. Пока что так. Там посмотрим. Сейчас посмотрим, что изменилось. Ай, я его не спас. Блин. Ну кто же знал? Ты чё? Ты еще заболел, а? Мы в больнице позаболевали. Ну, нормально. О, 21. Нехило так 5 уровней качнули. Ай, какое-то задание провалено. Жаль. Я действительно этого не знал. Ладно, поперли в клуб АСКАЛОН. Иди нафиг. Отвали. Мы идем на важную встречу. Ой, сражайтесь. Флакон духов.
The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Неплохо ребята устроились.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the ASCALON Club, I presume.
The ASCALON Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Rid.
Welcome to the ASCALON Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Не, ну...
Welcome to the
Неплохо.
ASCALON, then, Dr. Reed.
Зрелищно.
There has been quite a battle here.
Да, это заметно. Нехило тут
I'm
они
sure the ASCALON
повоевали.
Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Ай, да куда они денутся? Все у них хватит. Пафосно. Слишком. Хороший кинжал. Там сюда, да?
It's locked, all right.
Могли бы сделать общий переход. А я сюда хочу зайти. Пошмонаю вас полностью. Иди сюда. И ты. Что у вас тут еще есть? Нормально. Опа. Ну, вроде все обыскали. Ой, серьезно? Как я там мог не заметить? Так, ладно.
I cannot enter.
Ребят, как я зайду к вам?
Good evening.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the ASCALON Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Она наш друг, мы друзья, а ты нет.
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of this scowl plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain. but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Я сам-то о себе ничего не знаю. Ты еще хочешь и это узнать?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely ASCALON material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the ASCALON Club, and to serve me as such.
Можно еще поболтать. Многое надо спросить.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Мной, что ли?
What does it mean to be a member of the ASCALON Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the ASCALON Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Тайная организация, которая на самом деле управляет всей страной, да? Вот как тут обставлено это, да?
What is the ASCALON Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does ASCALON mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the ASCALON Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Ну ладно. Договорились.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the ASCALON Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Надеюсь, теперь ваши ребята не будут меня бить на улице.
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2
That went well, did it not?
This
It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Но если так, то это хорошая новость. Хоть что-то у вас в клубе хорошее.
You are spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Действительно на них похож.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Отлично.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scowls.
I have met peaceful and wise Scowls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scowls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Skulls have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
Шикарно. Гипноз апгрейднулся. Так, в этом здании есть что-нибудь похожее на убежище? Ну ладно, пойдем в убежище. Хотя чего, ну в принципе сохранение-то было. Так что думаю, можно здесь попрощаться. Расследование мы продолжим уже в следующей серии. А на сегодня у нас все. Будем прощаться. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки и подписывайтесь на канал. И, конечно же, не забываем заглядывать в паблик во ВКонтакте. А с вами мы увидимся в ближайшее время. Пока.